main man, my main man, Justin F. Incredible, man. This
What's
is
going on,
God.
brother? How are you?
Oh, good. How are you doing? Good to meet you.
I'm doing great, brother. Nice to be here.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. How was the seminar?
I didn't make it, believe it or not. We came up. I'm from Connecticut, and we left at noon because I do a podcast with Vince Russo at 11 o'clock, so I had to wait to finish that commitment. Got right on the road, and there was so much traffic. I didn't get here till just a little while ago, a little past 5. So I had to let that one go. But other than that, I'm here. I'm healthy. I'm safe. Just a little fat. But other than that, we're good, man.
Yeah, we're tagging up tonight, and we're gonna talk about. They don't know what ECW is.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. It's a cool group of guys and gals here, and we're just gonna show them a little bit of old school.
Yeah, man.
You've got a nice mixture on that card. You got Heath Slater's on there. I saw. You got a lot of up and coming indie guys. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah. A lot of guys are piggybacking today. They have other shows and other shots, and shit like that. So they're piggybacking, jumping on one show, then jumping on another show.
Yeah, it's good to see those so many different people coming together for one show. Just different styles too. Like you said, you got myself and Gary, some of the old school ECW stuff. Got a lot of the younger cats coming up in the game. Heath Slater, former WWE superstar. So it's really dope, man. It's good to see.
No shit. Guess who just popped in the fucking spot in the car? Tell them who you are.
I am ECW original, the Prodigy Angel Orsini, now the Alpha Bitch. Come get some.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out. We're at an outside show in New Jersey. How fucking hillbilly heck is this shit, man? Let me tell you, bro.
Well, you can do an outside CZW show. Those are in what? It's like in a farm area somewhere, isn't it? The tournaments.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man.
So while you got Angel here, anything you want to ask her, and while you got Jason here, I suggest at the time, Doc.
I will, Justin. I will ask, what was it like to go from WWE to ECW, back to WWE, then to the new ECW? What was it like, kind of moving around? Did you have a favorite time in any of those promotions?
Yeah, I mean, the favorite time I had was, the time I spent in ECW from 97 till 2001, till the last ECW show. It was just, what we were doing, man, was so much closer to like what punk rock was, in the 80s and stuff. Like, we really were doing groundbreaking stuff. And from a creative standpoint, that was really the best time. I mean, WWE was cool too, but you always felt like you were there working for someone else, just part of the machine, a cog in the machine. And in ECW, you really felt part of the organization, and you felt like, you could go as far as you wanted to go, so to speak. It was just really positive, really cool, and never again will happen.
Yeah, I mean, back then the way I look at it was Paul would step aside and let us do what we want to do. Let us do what we were taught to do, and that's why I liked that. There never will be a locker room like that ever again.
No, and the one thing too I got to add is guys and gals there would help each other, legitimately help each other, and we wanted everyone to succeed, because if ECW succeeded, we all succeeded. There was nobody trying to bury one another.
No stabbing in the back.
No negativity. I mean, there might have been a couple of instances, of course, it is the wrestling business, but overall, it was just a real nice place to go to work. You looked forward to it. You didn't want to go home on the weekends after you were done. So it was just a real great experience. And, we all got to make a little money and do some cool shit in between.
What about your experience?
Oh, it was awesome. Not only did I get put through Flamin' Table on hardcore TV, but I was with my family the whole time. I mean, it was great. It was a great experience. It was like a family, and everybody was always helping each other. There was just nothing but generosity in terms of sharing knowledge and helping each other get polished. I mean, it was really one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in wrestling in my career.
And unfortunately, we will never see that again, because that kind of camaraderie, that kind of love,
that's not around
anymore. and kids just don't understand it today.
When we said brother back then, we really meant you're my brother or you're my sister. And that meant something back then, where today, these fucking guys, they always want to stab you in the fucking back. They don't give a shit. They'll cut your throat to take your spot. They don't care. Even on an independent circuit, these guys are doing that shit. It's pathetic. Sick of it. And we're all originals, man. We're the old fucking G's. And we just, guess what, Doc? People don't want to hear about it, but we're still fucking working, and we're 55 and up. So you can kiss my fucking white ass. Well, no, my ass is actually tan, bitches. You can kiss my tan ass, okay? How about that? One more. Come on, give me something, Doc.
I'm a couple of years younger. You know, I could come take a bump at an indie show. I could manage. I got a hat. I could be the new hat guy.
Here you go.
Dude, that's another thing we talked about this week, how ECW brought the fans inside the ring. We made fans from ECW now work for the business.
Yeah.
We got them over.
Yeah, and it's true. I mean, so many fans became staples and icons, and one of them, I believe, Mike Johnson, even became a writer and like owns like one of the top websites in wrestling right now.
It's crazy.
So it's ridiculous. I mean, it's great. I mean, that's what the business is about. But yeah, it's unreal, man.
It's cool. Any other questions, my man, before we head out?
Yeah, I did one more question for you, Justin. I know you were well, I don't know you. I know it's been documented that you were like friends with the Clique, if that's what you want to call them, with Shane, or not Shane, Sean and all them. Do you think with Triple H there and with the Sean and NXT, are you looking at maybe going back there, hopefully in like a producer role or anything like that, or has that not crossed your mind?
I'd be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind, but you never know. I haven't spoken to those guys in a very long time, so I mean, I think I'd have to get in better shape. You know, and in this business, you have to make sure that you're perceived, especially when you're going over there, emotionally, mentally, and physically stable. I don't know if I cross all those boxes off just yet, but I would like to think so. I actually spoke to Road Dogg not too long ago, and you know, and he's hopefully going back soon. So I mean, look, I always felt that, you know, I'm a unique guy that has been around. I was around in WWE in the 90s, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, then came back in 2001 to 2003, and then back for Vince's fake ECW. So I have a unique perspective, and I'm one of the last of the kids that like X-Pac.
Yeah.
You're old school and still filling in some of the new school boxes. So I think I could help a lot of young men and women in the business. So I hope that will come someday. Don't know if it ever will, but you know, I definitely, you know, I never asked either. So maybe I should start getting on that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I called Jerry Lynn at AEW. I was honest. I'll be straight up, man. This is way back when COVID hit. He told me straight up, you know, he's like, right now we're not hiring anybody because of COVID. We're only doing one night a week, you know, but when we start rolling. But before you knew it, they hired so many people. And within a fucking 1 month span, it was like I felt funny calling Jerry back and be like, because I know my spot's taken. All I wanted to do was help bring in young talent and find some talent to bring in for them. And I would love to manage them, put it that way.
Yeah.
Because I can fucking talk the talk and walk the walk because I'm the master of the one taker, brother. That's all it takes.
What do you think? You know, they got the big pay-per-view Sunday night. If you count the pre-show, which is from 6 to 7, 1 hour, this is going to be a 13-match card. Are we going to have another one of these gimmicks where it's, you know, 1 in the morning and they're still going on?
Yeah.
I honestly, I can't watch the whole fucking show. I can't fall asleep.
I got to
and that's a problem too. They do it with the WWE now, like the nights 1 and 2 of WrestleMania. That kills it. It should be a special event.
And it's about greed.
Yeah.
They realize now I can make 2 nights of WrestleMania pay instead of the 1 night. And that's what it's all about.
But if you're not special enough to get into that 7, 8, 9 match card, then you shouldn't just be on it to be on it. Right? It should be something really special.
That means something.
And you shouldn't just be putting that on, you know, putting these guys and gals on that don't deserve to be on. Because nobody wants to see a 4 or 5 hour show, do you?
Not at 6 hours.
It's hard for all of us to watch. It's too much pro wrestling. You can only see so many leg slaps
exactly.
and super kicks in one night. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just want to give you a shout out, Doc. Thank you. And I'm glad I got in touch with you. I want to thank Justin for jumping in. I want to thank Angel for coming on and getting in the car with the Pitbull and the Doc. Who knows, man? Maybe we'll get some strippers and shit in here and I'll die in the car one night, man. Get them taking their shit off. Who knows, right?
Yeah, that's another reason I got to come out on the road. I can bump. I can hang out with the stripper. I can do it all.
You got it, brother. All right, Pitbull out. Doc, peace.
So,
You guys have a
Edit
good
the
holiday
shit
and a good
up,
weekend.
man. Edit it up,
See
brother.
you later, buddy. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
You guys.